Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Shepherd Parish Virtual Cafe. Today, we're here with Diane, Tope Ryan, and Father Patrick, and myself, Chris Lafayette. Nice to see you this morning, and welcome to our cafe.
Awesome. Great to have everybody with us. Just sporting my Montreal Canadiens mask this morning after the 3-2 win against the Penguins. Many parishioners expressed their doubts to me last evening after Mass, so I just want to remind everybody about the Stanley Cup winners here for 2020, I think, just as we get going this morning. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we invited Diane to be with us on our cafe this morning. Diane's one of our hospitality ministers. And so Diane, maybe just, do you want to introduce yourself, who you are, and the ministry that you've been involved with here at Good Shepherd for the past few months?
Sure. So I'm Diane Tope Ryan. I'm a parishioner here at Good Shepherd Parish, but also attached to the St. Anne's Parish as well. And I decided to join the hospitality ministry because I was really missing being a part of the church itself and having people around me, and so I wanted to help out in whatever way I could to make it the most efficient as possible and the most safe for people as possible. So I came in for a training. My cousin Leanne Doyle's also with it. My son's working as a hospitality minister as well, so it's a great family way to get into church as well. And I did a training, and now I screen people at the doors. Typically, I'm usually here on a Tuesday night or a Saturday night Mass, but Sunday mornings as well, sometimes to help out.
Okay, and some of the people who maybe haven't had a chance to come to Mass yet, what are some of the screening procedures as a hospitality minister do you do?
Okay, so what we do is we greet people at the door, and we check your temperature if you haven't checked it at home already, and then we just ensure that you're not having any symptoms before entering the church, and we're ensuring that you're wearing a mask or a face shield. And at that point in time, what we're doing is we're checking your name off so that we know you're here, and we have your contact information as well. And then we have you proceed into our Sanitization Station, which is where we just have you use some of our, soap.
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father.
No problem.
And then from there, we have people that will be at the door to take you to your seats. We also, though, have people that just show up because they haven't been able to get online or they don't have access to the internet. And so we do have a standby list as well. So we encourage people still to come. We'd be sure to find a seat for you as long as we have seats available. Then what we do is during the Mass, we help people make sure that we're keeping a safe distance getting up to communion and returning from communion. So we just usher people throughout the Mass, and then we ensure the same things as you're leaving. So we just want to make sure people feel comfortable and as safe as possible during this pandemic.
Yeah, thank you, Diane. That's a very important job, and having people like yourself and all of our hospitality ministers really, I think, make this a safe place for parishioners to come. So thank you so much for your ministry at the parish.
It is my pleasure. You know what? It's been a wonderful way to be a part of it, and also to meet people and to work with other people within the parish and get to know people in a different way. So it's been very fulfilling.
I found the same thing with helping out sometimes with the hospitality ministers. If I'm here a bit earlier before Mass, it's a great way for me to learn people's names as well. I see people, and sometimes now with the masks on as well as we come in, it's a little more like a test. Okay, who is that again? And everything, but we check off everybody's names. We have their contact information in case we need to trace anybody down or afterwards. And especially during the week, I think if anybody may be kind of just still wondering, should I come or should I still stay home? And you're kind of wondering about that. I mean, weekday Masses, the crowd's much smaller. We still have room on Sundays as well. But it's a very beautiful evening Mass at 7 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The sun's setting, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's nice, not that ambiance is everything for Mass, but it's kind of like a nice, just peaceful Mass midweek. If you're thinking of coming out and you're not sure yet, that might be a good way to just kind of check it out and to see how one feels. But obviously we know everybody are making your own decisions like that, and we respect that completely, for sure.
And I was talking to Chris this morning and trying to get feedback as well, just so that we know how we can best support people in coming back and attending Mass as well. So I know feedback is really appreciated as well.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Good. We had our First Communion Mass as well. We had a first group of First Communion candidates yesterday morning, Saturday morning. We had a special First Communion Mass for them that we'll have all throughout the month of August as well. So it was great to see them all decked out there for their first Holy Communion. And we have a beautiful kind of that bulletin board Betty made for pictures, so we have social distance pictures with the priest and first communicant, and they were very excited to receive their first Holy Communion there yesterday. They've been prepared all year and been waiting a while for this important moment, so we'll be celebrating with our families on a weekly basis with an added First Communion Mass that'll be live streamed as well. So if anybody wants to join in from home and see our young ones receiving our Lord Jesus for the first time, that's a great way to build up our community too. Yeah.
And, Father, just to let you know, too, this Monday is the start of our second virtual camp for children. So this is our grade 3 and 4 children that are going to be starting, which is Heavenly Heroes, all about superheroes, Marvel, but in how they relate to our faith. So it looks awesome. If you didn't get a chance to be part of one of our virtual camps, there's still a chance to sign up for our last one, which is for our students in grade 5 to 8, and that is the third week of August. So any students in grade 5 to 8, grandparents, parents, take a look at that. You can sign up on our website, gslakeshore.com.
Awesome. Is Spider-Man going to be part of this?
Spider-Man, Superman, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. Just to be able to climb the side of buildings appeals to me for some reason. I'm sure there's some analysis somebody could do about that.
Yeah, our virtual campers actually get to make Spider-Man goo as the webbing that he shoots. That's one of the activities for them this week to make at home.
Well, whoever's taking care of the Spider-Man goo from home this week, please save a jar so I can use against Father Paul and Father Mark different ways and kind of, use the Spider-Man powers. If you have some extra Spider-Man goo, I'm in the market this week. Good. Also, this Thursday evening, for any young adults in their 20s and 30s, single, married, students, or working, it's been 3 months now where we've kind of been trying to gather a young adults group together once a month called ID 916, Intentional Disciples 916 from 1 Corinthians 9:16 in the scriptures. Woe to me if I don't preach the gospel. And so it's a gathering. Chris, you participated last month with it.
Was excellent.
And maybe just share a little bit about what we do. We're meeting online through Zoom right now, but we have a guest speaker, and then we have some time to socialize and discuss kind of the topic of the evening. Maybe just share your experience from last month.
Yeah, so I joined last month, and we started with a video. So there was a talk that we listened to, and then following the talk, we had a discussion on Zoom. So we got a chance to, since it was my first time, I got to meet some young adults from the community that I've never met before, either because they're parishioners from neighboring parishes. So it was a wonderful opportunity to get to know other young people, young families in the community, and to share faith with people closer to my age.
Yeah. So this Thursday night at 8 o'clock, Ralph Martin from Detroit is being zoomed in, and he's giving a talk on just about our responsibility of being bearers of truth in our world today. And so if you're interested, please reach out to us, to either parish. We have parishioners from St. Simon and St. Jude and Bell River, St. Jerome, St. Anne's, and Good Shepherd Parish who join up. Some are married couples, single people. So it's a good way if you're in your 20s and 30s and looking for that support in faith and community, especially at this time. Faith-based community, that's a great way to start. And God willing, when we can reopen, parish activities, this will be something we'll be able to have in person. So the ideal is that we'd have a meal together, mass, and kind of an evening kind of faith sharing kind of time together for the young adults to gather once a month. Yeah, good stuff. All right, anything else?
No, I think that's it. Actually, one more question for Diane. How is it for you being back in church? To actually be in the building and to come to Mass? What's your sense of that?
It has been wonderful. I felt very peaceful. I feel very supported. I really enjoyed being back with the parishioners and having the people around me. So it's just been really comforting to me, and I felt very safe and secure with all the protocols that have been put into place so far. So yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Awesome.
It's amazing to see all the cooperation of the parishioners, not just the volunteers, but like everybody knows we don't cross into different pews that aren't ours, and use the aisleways and socially distance going out. So everybody's getting very much used to this, which is great to see, and cooperating along with it, wearing the mask throughout the time of the celebration. And so, yeah, it makes me feel safe too as a presider, right? Because all of us are concerned. Nobody wants anybody to get sick or anything. And so, yeah, for sure. We have on our sign at St. Anne's, if you drive by this week, we have Jesus cleans the soul, we disinfect the pew. So hopefully that catches some attention. Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for our virtual cafe this morning. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you online. God bless.
Thanks, everyone. God bless. Have a great week.